up, Les? Another episode of Mobbing With. We're with Dave inside the E34 M5. And the reason why we're doing this is because I got to get you guys up to speed. You guys know, well, Dave knows, I lag big time. So, basically, we're just going to be cruising. If you haven't really seen an episode of Mobbing With, it's I call it a visual podcast, but you're just going to be hanging with the bros and driving and talking cars. So if you like that kind of stuff, then yeah. The plan is we're just going to go somewhere. Yeah, it might be short and sweet because it's kind of hot, and the M5 is the M5. So let's go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but major changes that's happened to the M5.
I hope they can hear it.
Probably can.
I gotta change the tuning strategy of this car.
That's the thing. See, there's a couple things I have to update you guys about this car. Basically,
a lot of things.
I know, a lot of things. The car's a little neglected, to be honest. Like, I was driving over here, and for the longest, I haven't changed my center support bearing and my flex disc. So I was mobbing over here, and I think a bolt might have flew out. I'm just gonna be completely honest.
Just the chunk of it, maybe.
Probably just a chunk of it, huh? Yeah,
you can't see it right here if you open this? Or is there a boot in there?
No, I think because it's more that way.
Oh, yeah.
Unless if I start really looking. Some things that I do not like about the M5, I guess, because the shifter is a little, it's like long and weird. Suspension's owed, but yeah, we probably have to roll the windows up, sweat a little bit.
Roll the back ones down really good.
Okay.
Better.
Whew. The black interior is no joke in this mug, huh? I chose to do Sunday, Mobbing With, because I didn't think it was be so packed out here, but Southern California for you. Can't go anywhere. Why are you so stoked about this car every time you see this car?
Because it's an S38, dude.
Sometimes it stalls. It's an S38.
Gotta change the tuning strategy a bit, so just so
well,
a little cruising around stuff is better.
That's the thing though, because like one time it would stall and then like start again, and it like learns itself and then it gets better. And then I could feel the car too. Like sometimes I get on it, I'm like, oh, it likes it, or sometimes I'm like, oh, it doesn't.
Well, it could also be like the pump and the injectors like doing different things, because we are out of injector in this car and we don't know if we're out of pump.
See, that's another thing I forget to tell people. Well, let me just give you the rundown of what we did.
Yeah, that's what we need to start with.
Because I tend to speak in like code and I forget context, but yeah, long story short, what we did was we put a new standalone on the M5, and because of that, we're able to delete the plenum. So we have velocity stacks with a new standalone, and we deleted the distributor cap. It's running wasted spark, so it's kind of responsive now.
Coil pack, pretty much.
Coil packs. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Now we've been doing tuning a lot, and then we found out that we ran out of injectors. The injectors at 5th and 6th, sometimes even 3rd, it's 100%.
Definitely 3rd, like when we passed like 6200, we're at 105% duty cycle. 105%
duty cycle. So we're capping out.
Yeah, I mean, the safe spot to keep it at is like 85% max, so like we're way, way over, dude.
So if anybody has 42-pound Bosch green Giants, let me know. I'll buy them. Send them over.
Forget how much you have to rev this engine up to like get torque out of it.
True, yeah. And this car does. I bought it from the owner. Ooh, if you guys look to the left, there's the E34 wagon.
Yeah, they can't look left.
I wonder if that was the owner. Oh well. Yeah, when I bought this car, it came with a JB racing flywheel, so it's really lightweight. It's like 11 pounds.
Sorry, people.
I know, sorry people behind us, huh?
We gotta work on the tune a little bit.
It's off and on, it's weird.
I think it's the IAC and that noise in the ECU. We gotta move some grounds around and stuff and just clean up the signal.
That's another thing. Like when we were doing this kit was made for like a turbo car. So when we bought it, like it wasn't really plug and play 100%. We kind of had to do a little bit
modify some
of
stuff.
wiring, and the time zone of when that dude was awake that sold us the kit versus when we're awake was like, when we're awake, he's asleep. When he's asleep, we're awake. Ooh.
So good.
It was really hard to chat with that dude. But, yeah. Ooh, E46 M3. Dude, I was thinking... It's probably just an old couple.
I mean, if he has an A46 M3, he knows what's up.
Yeah?
I think so. Maybe.
It's because, okay, driving this car, I kind of feel bad a little bit. So I was like, I got to get in the spirit. I kind of feel bad. So S54 ITBs in this car, like an E34, would be like an M5.
Yep.
But modernizing it won't feel bad about killing it. We're in Mexico, by the way, guys, and I just need to light a cigar to calm my nerves with a little bit of nicotine. Wow. Dude, this thing's gonna be spicy.
Sounds too good, dude. Like before we did the ECU shit and the trumpets on this car. Oh yeah, they don't know it has trumpets. Right? Or no,
I did. I said velocity stacks. I was keeping it a secret for a long time, but this is the mobbing with people that like this show. They're gonna watch the whole thing and they're gonna understand what's going on. If you don't, then they'll see like when we upload.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to be a really big S54 guy, and like after we did this, it's like honestly like this S38 was kind of boring to me before we did the ECU because it just always felt dead. Like it never felt good.
Some truth coming out.
No, but like it didn't feel like how an S38 it didn't feel like how a big 3.6 with ITV should have felt like.
I see what
There
you're
was like
saying.
always something missing every time like you had me drive it or whatever. But now it's different. And it's still not even all of it yet because we're still out of injector. We don't have the tune like fully dialed in.
That's true.
It's not it hasn't reached E30 status yet.
If you were to give a percentage on how done it is, like with like just it running pretty good, yeah.
Oh, with it running, we're probably about 80% there.
80%. So then injectors, some more fine tuning, bigger pump. Can't forget the bigger pump.
Yeah, I mean we have them too, so that's not a big deal.
We don't have injectors, so if you guys have injectors, let us know.
I mean, we do have injectors, but they're fake.
Yeah, they're fake. You gonna hit this or not?
Sure.
Dave, we have injectors. Dave bought me injectors. He's like, yeah, bro, I'll buy you injectors. But the injectors he bought, they look like 100% replicas.
When you buy Bosch injectors from Wish.
Yeah.
Come on, don't die, dude. I did a good enough job tuning you.
There it is. It's alive.
Listen.
Yeah. This is the episode of Mom and Wit. And this is where it changes for the worse.
Yep, pretty much.
Some things that I'd like to improve, man. I can't wait till I have coilovers, new suspension.
Yeah.
This car's gonna be crazy.
You know the crazy part too with this BEMS that you got? We can actually put this on ignition coils if you want.
Ignition coils.
There's enough outputs in the ECU, we just have to pin it in.
Ignition coils. What do you mean? What? Because we're coil pack right now?
Yeah, we're coil pack right now. If you wanted to run like individual coils, or coil on plugs, I should say.
Gotcha. Oh, hear me roar, huh?
Trying to show this charger what's up.
I know, right? It's a V6. It's probably his girl's car. He's got the V8. He's like, hey, gas prices right now. Okay, so Dave was telling you that he didn't like S38 because he hasn't tinkered with one yet. Now that he tinkered with one, I guess he loves it now, or what?
Well, yeah, I mean, I used to like think that the S54 was the best straight six BMW ever made.
Okay.
But this is like having a big ass fucking S54. Like that's the best way I can describe the S38.
What's the displacement on the S54?
3.2.
This is a 3.6.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest straight six they made?
Yeah.
3.8,
Oh, the
by the
3.8,
way.
yeah.
Jeez, imagine having 3.8.
Then you have the Dynan 3.9 or whatever that is.
3.9, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, strictly speaking, a BMW made straight 6 with ITBs. Like, I honestly think the S38 is better than the S54. Like, it doesn't have the low end torque that the S54 has because dual Vanos.
Dual Vanos.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, comment below your feelings and your thoughts. Personally, for me, I love this car because it's like, well, right now it feels so raw with the ITBs.
It feels like a race car. Like,
yeah.
It feels like you put a race car engine in a Toyota Camry. Like.
Yeah, it feels like a full-on race car. And I mean, when I pulled up, Dave was like, "You don't need a turbo car," and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "'Cause you have this." It's like, and I get it because this is an experience just like a turbo car.
Yeah. So this is. I don't know. For me, like, this is the driver's car. Because turbo car, you take it on the freeway, you take it on long straights and whatever, and maybe sometimes take it to the mountains and do some dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
This, you could take it to the mountains, do some dangerous stuff, but it still wouldn't be as dangerous as having a turbo car.
That's true. But I love how responsive this car is. You want it to slow down, you get off the gas, it slows down. You want to speed up?
Rev matching in the first gear like nothing.
Hey, I love revs matching this car because it's like boom. The lightweight flywheel really makes this car feel like a race car. And the ITBs, the trumpets. I need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
I popped the hood and somebody was like, "Oh, you put ITBs on it?" I was like, "No, it comes factory. I just put trumpets."
We got a little open road.
Okay, here it goes, guys. Hear it roar.
Ooh, this feels good right now, dude. God damn. Did you feel that top end, dude?
Yeah, but I'm scared of the top end because of the injectors.
I mean, that was second gear. We're good.
Dude, you haven't driven in a while, huh?
I haven't driven in a while. The last car I drove was the F-150 and the E39.
So it feels good.
It feels really good. Like, really, really good. Better than I remember when I last drove it.
Sometimes I forget I own like, I don't forget, I just don't appreciate it like how I should, you know what I mean? Like, come on, my drive shaft is shot and I'm just still driving this bitch. Like, I need to actually treat it like a special car instead of being abusive to it. But it takes the abuse, and that's one thing about the S38 that I thought, dude, when I first bought this car, guys, they scared me. Like, 4 elite members from the M5 club called me, and they're like, "Yo, I heard you in the M5. Watch out for this and that and this." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm just a kid. I can't afford this." But, you know, flash forward a couple years, I'm a grown adult, and the car is great. Knock on wood.
Well, you know what the best thing about an S38 is?
Hit me.
So you know how all the other M engines are like 11.5 to 1, close to 12 to 1, and they need rod bearings like every what, 80, 90,000 miles? This is 10.5 to 1, so it's the same as an M50 TU or an M50 non-Vanos. So you have 213,000 miles, and you can still do this.
Oh yeah, dude! I can't wait to have coilovers. Take it like shoo. Beautiful view. I got another camera, so. You guys are really hanging out with the bros now. Get a POV, get it, all the scenery.
Right in our backyard.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
Well, we live in like the poverty area. Not the poverty area, but more of like the poverty spectrum of this.
Well, I guess we're on the other side of the fence of this place, so all we really have to do is like go hop the fence.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, hey, we're coming up on the road that we almost died on, huh?
Did we almost die here?
Yeah. Did we almost die, you ask? Basically. I'll put the video in the description right here somewhere.
I wish there was a mic in the engine bay just so you guys could only hear the fucking ITBs.
They have to. They have to be able to hear this.
It's too spicy, dude.
Oh my god. Meditation at its finest.
That was so nice.
You bitch! It didn't record. God damn it. That's what happens when you have an old phone, guys. Apple just starts playing you.
Not sketchy at all.
Not sketchy at all. Bushies feel great, huh? Why? Okay, Instagram. I would say follow me on Instagram, but my phone don't work.
Alright, last one.
Alright, go ahead. The mic is for sure hearing this. Oh, God.
Yeah, I hear my fucking intakes for a bit.
I know, right? Oh my God.
The whole mountain could probably hear that shit, dude.
Dude, this is a great car. I should probably like really love this car. Well, come again, like it's M5, so M5 is quite frankly, it does cost a little bit of money. So right now, what I'm basically doing, look, the temperature is fine too.
Yep.
And oil temp.
You got a really good tuner, dude.
Shout out to Beamer's by
Who's your tuner?
Beamer's by Dave.
Oh my God.
Dude,
If you still love your 540 more than this M5, I don't know. We can't be friends.
That brings up a great debate, bro. We're about to have the comments like hot right now.
That was the most controversial thing I could have possibly
Because
said.
a lot of people like,
Oh, damn it. Stop.
a lot of people really love the 4-liter, and it's a 3.6. So like, I was talking to somebody. Who did I talk to? But you know what he said? He said, "Damn, you had to do all that, put a stand on." Oh, because I told him the story. I raced my buddy Ish, and as we were racing on the freeway, 5th and 6th. Well, I don't have a 6th gear, but
Yeah.
4th and 5th, he was pulling away, and I was like, "Whoa, shit!"
That was after the VEMS?
This is after the VIMs,
Oh, yeah,
with the
fix that.
stacks. Yeah. And the dude that I told the story to, he was like, "Dude, you did all that and you still lost?"
Okay. We're only 80% dialed on the tune.
That's the thing.
We haven't really like pushed it yet. One, we're out of injector.
Exactly.
Two, we don't want to blow it up.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go injectors in the 85 first and then rematch dudes. Come on.
For sure. If it's dying in top end, hypothetically, it's leaning out. So, like,
No,
'cause
it's not leaning out. It's but you can definitely see like the lambdas are kind of fluctuating a lot more. So yeah, I guess in a sense it's kind of leaning out, but pretty much at that point we're running at the mercy of the fuel pump. Like if it's not giving it enough fuel at that point, it could be leaning out at certain points. So that's another thing that we did to keep this safe and stop it from blowing up, was because we didn't have enough injector. We kind of turned the timing back a lot.
oh, it is, yeah.
Like I didn't really
That's
push
true.
the timing. I think we're at a maximum of what, like 26 degrees timing up top in this car, and I know for a fact if we put this on the dyno and we give it like 2-3 more, or like we'll find where it needs to be, and
The happy spot.
yeah, it should make at least like 20-30 more horsepower.
Well, my theory was, I thought it was leaning out up top because, the 540 is pulling away and this is dying out, which hypothetically this should start pulling away. So once I get bigger injectors, I feel like that will accommodate the high end and a better fuel pump.
Not necessarily too, because like I mean these cars aren't really that high power.
Yeah.
So if Ish has a 6-speed, does he have a 315?
No, I think he has a factory 291.
Okay.
I think that's factory, right?
So let's just say that Ish's car and this car is both factory 291, because I don't think this is a 391, dude. Like,
Okay.
there's no way.
We're gonna have to verify if this is a 391. But
Gears are so fucking long in this car.
his car's pretty good. He bought that motor from a dude named Jason Grace. That motor was swapped in. Well, he has a lightweight flywheel, so that thing sounds great. And it has a DUMD, tune.
DUMD, shout out to him. He's a really, really fucking good tuner.
Yeah, shout out to that guy, OG, huh? So yeah, he tuned that. So the car is tuned. They're both tuned.
Yeah.
Just one is a little bit more modified and still lost.
Well, the other one's more dialed in than this one for sure.
That is true.
He has an off-the-shelf tune that's like, they've done testing through a lot of cars and like kind of I guess tailored it a little bit, and basically that tune is another tune that they took from a car he probably tuned and then just like made small changes to it so they could sell it to everybody, and it could just be like like a stage 1 tune.
So I see what you're saying. Basically, he fine-tuned it to a car and then dumbed it down to be safe on all cars.
Yeah.
And then sold it like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, that car is pretty spicy. I do like that car, but 540 versus M5, that's the video.
I absolutely believe this will win against the 540 if we can figure out all the little issues that we're having.
The IAC, huh?
'Cause I'm pretty sure that's contributing a lot to why it lost. It should not have lost.
Hey, factory cars versus each other, the M5 wins. Just let you guys know. So, like, I don't know the whole debate about the M5 and the 540. Personally, for me, I love both, but M5's an M5. You know, they did make a M540 if that's what you wanted to get, but this is the bragging rights. Like, you're a peasant if you don't have this car. Yeah, you're not a poor peasant, but you're not an M5 owner. You're not in the elite M5 club.
Well, I mean,
status.
You're also driving a fucking legendary ass engine that won a lot of races in the 80s, which I don't know. That's kind of nice pedigree. That's like I guess a bragging right there.
That's true. But a V8, like the sound. I don't know, man. I'm pretty American. When I hear a V8, I'm like, ooh. Especially from a German car, it sounds good. But this is a whole different beast.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a V8 is like a whole different vibe. Like, it's more grunty. Like, it has a lot of low end.
That's true.
You have usually with the V8, like you do a lot of shit to it to get like to get over a certain horsepower level. Let's say like with the M60, to get it over, let's say what 300, 320-ish.
Okay.
Like that.
You do need a lot of work.
Yeah, it would take cams and maybe some porting work and like some kind of head swap.
Damn, dude, that is you know how much that is already just by the cams? I think I've seen the cams for $2,400.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't think I can find cams for this car, so.
Yeah.
I do want to dabble with the M60 though.
No, we will for sure. I mean, there's one sitting in the backyard that's run there.
That's true.
So I'm pretty sure one of these days we'll get one of those. But I think for now we'll focus on making this do like a little bit over 320 wheel, and I'll be happy with this S38.
Bet. And totally possible. I mean, what about, this is a different beast at this point, but if it was a Trumpet M60, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I guess it would be good.
It'd be pretty solid, huh?
It'd be pretty similar to just an S62, just lower compression S62.
Damn, budget bill S62 coming in hot. Once I get done with this M5, and I'm tired of, well, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you guys here because the real ones are watching it. And what are we, like 20 minutes in? Unfortunately, I'm gonna sell like every car besides the M5, and yeah. Now that I mean, you haven't seen the 540, but the 540 is nice, and I already scratched it. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already scratched it. I can't have a car like that. the way I enjoy my cars, I can't right now in my life is what I'm saying. Eventually, that would be ideally, but the ideal way to go. But I scratched that shit. I was so mad. So mad. I never get mad. I was mad for like a minute or two, and then I was like, okay.
Well, hopefully it's just paint transfer and we can get it off.
Yeah, one part is paint transfer, but there's another part where the metal is showing.
Oh shit, so it does need a paint.
Yeah.
Touch up's fine.
Touch up. No one would know. Ooh, you heard that? Pop, pop, pop. It be popping.
R.I.P. cat.
I know. We still need exhaust on this baby.
Oh yeah, like Ish's car had exhaust. I mean, dude, there's like, I think the injectors is honestly what caused this to lose. Like, there's no reason this should have lost against the 4-liter. And the only reason I say that too is because the S54, like, maybe 5-6 years ago, there was you know those drag races in like Russia or Poland or whatever.
Shout out to
mile long.
Shout out to those guys.
Like the runway ones. You know where the E34 beat the Bugatti.
Yeah, yeah.
There, like maybe 6-7 years ago, there was an S54 versus an E30 with an M60 and ITBs, and the S54 walked it.
Oh wow!
Like just headers and I guess a tune on the S54.
I was about to say, need headers, but these headers are pretty good from factory. Yeah.
Like some of these S38s made 400 horsepower NA. Like I just don't know what they did to it, but those videos are out there. Like if you guys remember the old YouTube, like 11, 12 years ago, those cars are out there, and they were real race cars.
That's a whole genre to talk about, like the old YouTube. Like what happened?
Yep.
It's hard to find those cars. I mean, those videos. Those videos randomly get searched up after you're like looking through like 20 million of them.
I mean, even now, like I try to remember the names of those old videos, and even if you like get it pretty close, it's still not going to show you that exact video unless you like search for the channel name or something related to it, you know?
I hear you. I was just here, dude. I had to drop off. Let me show you. I'll show you what I had to do.
What is that?
It was a box because there was a bird that we found.
Oh, I saw your mom's story, dude.
It's like every animal, bro. Just saving every animal.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. That nicotine's hitting me.
What nicotine? You smoke cigarettes?
The cigar that we smoked. How's the car feel? What are some things you would like to improve?
I just want to fix my tune, honestly. It's like, I know we did this like late at night, like kind of rushing it, and then we're having issues going on with the ECU that's kind of like not letting us get the tune 100%, like the noise with the IAC and all that shit that we have to fix. So I honestly think we just grounded some stuff like
different
spot. Like we gotta move it some, like I'm sure there's a way we could test it, but we could probably move it to another spot that has less noise around it. There's probably just too much noise right there where we have it grounded, and it's kind of giving me a really hard time tuning.
Yeah, because every time we plug it up, it kind of like start being different. It was like every time we plugged up, it was different and different. And that's the best thing about this standalone shit. Just like you're so in tune with the car. You see everything. You're like able to just like have the car run. It's like going to the doctor, and the doctor's able to plug you up and just see how your body's acting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I really love standalone. I think every car should be standalone. To note though, Dave did call me over. He's like, yeah, bro, let's just throw standalone on real quick. So it was like supposed to be what, a day?
Yeah.
Because we were just plug and play, you know.
But it wasn't. There was some stuff that was wrong, that was different, and then we had to switch some pins.
So it turned out to be 3 days,
Yeah.
or 4 days, and then start late night tuning, and then we just got a safe tune, which is this one. This is like what? We did like 3 tunes.
Yeah, 3 tunes, but we did do pulls on the dyno.
Yeah,
140 miles an hour, and the AFRs were pretty stable, so it's safe.
I wish we recorded that Mavi with that, like tuning. That was pretty fun. Because all it was like I drove and Dave kept looking at the computer, and the car would be like a little and then Dave would type in some and it would just be solid. And I was just driving forever. I think I wasted at least like $100 on gas.
Yeah, I think we did that day. Because like I kind of wasn't stopping it either. Like I was so focused on the laptop. Like there was one point I was watching the AFRs like so fucking hard, and when I looked up and I was like, all right, AFRs are safe. I look up, I look at the speedo, and Christian's doing like on the dyno.
On the dyno.
He's doing like close to 150, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's. I guess the tune is safe. We're all right. Like EGTs are at a good level. We're not leaning out. It's probably not knocking because we don't have knock sensors, and timing is turned way down.
Yeah, timing. It's safe.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid. Yeah, that dyno run was pretty fun, man. I was cruising, and you were just like, okay, keep going. I was like, all right. Bro, this car, it's like, it's a little tired, you know, suspension-wise.
Yeah.
At 140, it was solid. I mean, all you heard was,
I mean, it's nice to finally feel the S38 not tired, though. Because, like, it always used to feel tired.
That is true. I think I had a bad math forever. And, like, when you drove it, you're just like, huh. But the thing about this car, like, I pulled out the ECU and it said it was dyno chip. So that was, like, really surprising about this.
Oh, yeah.
It was, like, Rima's Dynon. So I got to probably hit up
Rentec.
Rentec.
It's a Rentec ECU.
Rentec.
So...
They're in SoCal, right?
Yeah, they're somewhere here in Torrance.
I should probably seen. This is where the car was too. Shout out to Patah, man. I need to do a mob with him. Tell him the whole history about this car. It's a little patina, huh? Should I make this car nice, or should I just keep it like? with this.
I honestly like this car like this.
It's
'Cause
like-
I feel like if you turn this into the M5, you're never gonna drive it again.
Turn this into the 540, you're saying?
I mean, sorry, into the 540.
Yeah, I won't really drive it like that. That's when I'll probably buy another E34, swap it at S54, ITB that, and then that'll be like... I really want to do that because I want to beat the shit out of that car, and I feel like I won't be guilty. You beat the shit out of this, you're like, But it kind of loves it, though.
Yeah, it always wants to be in a higher RPM. Like, it's just like, let me get there, motherfucker. We haven't, like... Oh, dude, I can't even express enough, like, how much I want to be able to push this. Like, once we have this on E, we put it on the dyno, we can actually see how much torque we're getting, or if we're losing torque from pushing timing, and then we can find MBT. It'll basically, like, make the most power that it can and be really, really happy.
And liter per liter, we're trying... Horsepower per liter wars right here.
Yeah, so...
At least 300 to be solid.
So
At the
like-
crank or at the wheels?
Well, it's 3.6, so I'd be happy with 360 at the crank.
Okay.
Which is what, like 320-ish, 330 at the wheels.
Dude, if that happens, that means this M5 is healthy.
Yep. I have no doubt that it is, because it runs really good.
It is an
responds to
M5.
the tuning really well.
Should I ever rebuild this car?
I don't know.
One day, huh?
Maybe one day.
We'll leave that for later. You pretty hungry?
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Probably get some food somewhere. Okay, imagine the tune, right? Yeah. And then imagine it tune into suspension-wise. It'd be a crazy car.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, suspension-wise, I like it like this.
I mean, it's soggy as fuck, though. It feels like a tiger.
Like, I'm talking about the way the spring rate is and everything. Like, obviously, I can feel like the play in the steering wheel and like some of the play in the bushings. But I'm talking about spring rate wise. Like if you're gonna put
it's not so
coilovers on
stiff.
it, I'd rather keep it like this. Like maybe just put some moose head spherical bushings on the control arms front. These already have. If you guys, actually, E34 fun fact, if you guys didn't already know, the E34 M5 is the only E34 to have come with spherical bushings for the rear trailing arm from the factory.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, and then so maybe subframe, like stiffer subframe bushings in the back.
Ooh.
But I don't think you need to touch the spring rate in the setup. Like,
Okay,
this is
coilovers
really
with
nice like this.
coilovers with these spring rates, and then my rims that I haven't showed nobody.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice,
Yeah,
huh?
that would be pretty nice. Be the most baller.
That's like $5,000 right there.
Yeah. You know what we should do for the people?
Hey, fuck it, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
I see where you went, bro. We should put one of these mics in the engine bay.
Dude, I think they hear it.
Well, just let's put it in the engine bay and
But
let's give them the full experience.
We probably won't put it in the engine bay, but we'll put it somewhere like close by, because in the engine bay it's just gonna be distorted at one point. It's just gonna go,
Just turn it down a lot. Like, we'll put it in front of the ITBs and then
oh god,
we'll turn the volume down.
damn! I'm gonna have to make Dave happy somehow. Bro, how about if I just click it like right here?
Alright, that works.
Let me.
Oh yeah, there should be some sound coming from it there.
I'm gonna click it pretty good. We're closing out. We're gonna get some food. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is like. Let me just like launch it in there. Okay. This is Dave's mic. Yeah. I hope you guys heard Dave, because it was facing that way and the window was open. So, and majority of the time you're talking to me. So we'll see how that goes.
They can hear that.
They're gonna be able to hear everything. Oh god, even though.
Oh shit. We'll close it from it doesn't. Oh shit, maybe not. Not for the first gear, but we'll close it later.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I need to buy those ejectors. I need a knot though, not yet.
Yeah, so I was only really doing bolts like first, second, third, fourth was kind of like
Take it easy, huh?
yeah, at least not redlining.
Is that carbon fiber?
Just looks like it. Oh, the hood flew open, dude.
Oh my god. That's scary. Can you rev match a couple times?
Stupid noisy ass Harley, dude.
Alrighty. That's for you guys. Car sure look good on a trailer for some reason, huh? Alright, we're here. We're gonna load it down and do the thing.